Everybody wave.
Помашите рукой.
I guess I have to prove we're alive.
Yes. This is the fifth person in the background. The one that nobody sees but is always there. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
I am a Russian, so it's obvious that I drink and love vodka all the time. I'm also Russian woman, and it's obvious that I am a mail-order bride that was delivered to the doorsteps of my American husband's home. Well, Russia is former Soviet Union, so I'm also a spy. To conclude, I'm a vodka-loving mail-order spy. It may not be a big deal to you, unless it's you who's made fun of. How would you feel if someone said, "Oh, those people are from the South, so they all must be dumb rednecks"? Or, "Look at that dark-skinned person. She's probably an illegal living off our taxes." It's not at all a pleasant feeling. I have to face those stereotypes throughout life in the United States. And after researching the statistics, as well as the topic of stereotyping of Russians, I'm hoping to persuade you today that stereotyping is incorrect and ethically wrong. The first stereotype that I will discuss is all Russians love and drink vodka all the time. Yes, Russia is the biggest market for vodka production in the world, and it's been a big problem, especially in the rural areas where hundreds of thousands of people died of consuming vodka. However, do all Russians love and drink vodka by gallons? Absolutely not. Vodka is a drink of preference for the poor, and it's not pleasant to drink because of its bitter taste. Most of the people in Russia like wine or beer, drinks that not only help to relax, but also taste good. The statistics have shown, however, that younger generations of Russians, in fact, are drinking less. The UK Telegraph states that the consumption of alcohol in Russia dropped 6% in 2013, and the consumption of vodka alone dropped 12% since 2013. The problem with such stereotypes is that they only stigmatize and target a specific group of people, when other groups of people, in fact, have the same traits. For example, the Daily Mail newspaper claims that South Koreans drink more alcohol than Russians, Americans, and British altogether. An average South Korean, for example, consumes 13.7 shots of hard liquor a week, as opposed to an average Russian who only consumes 6.7 shots. I know that many Americans also like to drink whiskey as well as wine. And if you are one of those people who likes to have a glass of wine with dinner every night, you're in the top 30% of the most drinking Americans. So can we say that all Americans are drunk based on that? No, it's false generalization. Just like not all Russians love vodka and drink it all the time, not all Americans are drunks. Now that we have this one figured out, let's move on to the next stereotype. It's the most annoying for me. All Russian women are mail-order brides. The Encyclopedia of Great Plains explains that the term mail-order brides emerged in the 1800s when American men went to the West and they were looking for single Russian women to join them. Later, the Chinese immigrants came and they were also looking for brides. As the book of Male Bride Order Industry explains. At that time, newspapers started publishing articles with pictures and description of single women from the East Coast as well as Europe, so that men could choose which wife would suit them best. The Russian song goes, "For every 10 women, there's only 9 men," according to statistics. And that's why some Russian women are seeking to marry abroad. Especially with the emergence of the internet, websites for dating have opened, and women from all over the world started to look for a date, and they are falsely called mail-order brides. We know that it's false because they can choose whom they want to talk to, they can stop their conversations at any time, unlike those mail-order brides of the 1800s. As the Encyclopedia of Great Plains explains, the term mail-order bride is also associated with trafficking of women and enslavement. Well, I personally don't fit any of that description. I am an educated Russian woman who just happens to be married to an American man. I was not ordered online. I was not shipped via FedEx, and most certainly I'm not enslaved. So we figured out that not all Russians drink, not all Russian women are mail-order brides. Let's move to the next stereotype. All Russian people in the United States are spies. That's a great example how stereotypes can be outdated. It all started during the Cold War. Russian spies settled in the United States, and American spies came to the Soviet Union. The Red Scare, as the History.com website explains, spread throughout the United States, and Russians became a common enemy. It started after World War II, and it continues to this day. W.P. Norton, for his article in the Institute of Modern Russia, explains that 3.13 million of Russians live in the United States. Even though they love their Russian roots and respect their culture, they pledge their allegiance to the United States and are great and loyal American citizens. So to think that all of them are spies is just obsolete. It's so old it became a part of many jokes today. That's why if someone asks me if I'm a spy, I answer, got any secrets? Being different is the beauty of different cultures. And while some stereotypes may be best based on true facts, most of them are exaggerated, outdated, and incorrect. So I'm hoping that next time when you meet someone from Russia or any other part of the world, you will not let stereotypes cloud your mind, but you will enjoy learning something new about that culture. Because after all, not all Russians are spies in the United States, not all of those women are mail-order brides, and not all of Russians drink vodka by gallons daily. As Tom Clancy, the famous writer, once said, stereotyping is only for those without the imagination to see people as they are, instead of being like someone else they understand. That's it.
Cool. Yay.
And then there's me. Yay, whatever.